Yep, so the shading's on. Another thing to report is my fogger went on the blink, the hydro fogger. Now anyone that's got one of these, you'll know that they've got a capacitor in them. Something like this. So if they ever stop misting, so you can hear it whirring and the motor's going, it's the capacitor's probably melting inside. You need a new one of these. And then that will get it misting again. Now in my case what had happened was the motor was sticking. Now if I were to put it on and put and give the motor a quick turn, it would go. However, it's completely corroded. I've tried lubricating it all, but it's really gone low, it's knackered. So I'm going to have to order a new one of them from America. You know, here's the capacitor there, look, the original one. So make sure you get a couple of these in your arsenal. You've got a fogger, because all it is replace that and off we go again. I've got a bit of a copepod sanctuary going, farm going, and I'm quite surprised actually. There's it looks like they've spawned, or if you want to call it that. Oh, that's not good. I've just noticed the bubblers come out, so I will put that back how I had it, like that. And the bubbler has stopped on this culture that I've got going, so I'll have to just turn this up a little bit. There we go. And that will just keep the water turned over, and I will transfer some of the copepod. See the food starts mixing, it starts keeping the water a bit greener. I'll go a tad more just to get that water turning over a little bit more. It's probably tumbling a bit too much. It's a bit difficult with the valve I've got here to regulate it, because it was, see, you go from that to on, so I need a new valve really, I think, to regulate it a bit easier. There we go, I'll leave it on now. And hopefully this will get some copepods going. This is going great. It looks a bit grubby, but yeah, those pods have definitely grown rapidly in the last week and more noticeable. Fantastic. So I'll get my pipette and I'll transfer some of them into this one, and I'm going to start using some cleaner water. I actually put some feed in there. Plants aren't looking bad, some are looking shite. Replaced my net cloth on there, like I say, shading's gone on. I'm planning on doing a repotting demo when I get around to it. Most things aren't too bad. Cristautas have already been in flower. My biggest problem really is, again, and I'll say it over the years, is culture. I've allowed them to get too dry, not repotting often enough, and another thing, Neophoenicias, or Mineos, are looking good. Some have been got a bit desiccated, and my biggest problem with Neos is the moss. I'm going to stop using moss because we just can't get quality moss in the UK. It's a nightmare, and you need to change the moss every single year or you will fail. So what I'm noticing is my plants are looking better in a bark mix, in my bark mix. So here's one in a bark mix. These are all in a bark mix on this front row, and I've not lost one. But anything in moss, that's in a bark mix. This one here, look, doing great. And anything in a moss that I've let go over, I'll show you. There we go. And then I've got the death camp, the Neo death camp. Now I've found that Neos over winter will go like this for some reason. I call it mummified. Now interestingly, they are all in moss. Every one of them. So actually none in bark, interestingly. All the ones in a bark mix, bark, a bit of moss and some pumice stone, whatever, not one has died. So that's telling me that this year, or very soon, I'm going to repot them all into a bark mix. Do the whole lot, I think. That's to come. But yeah, look at this one in bark. Look at that. This one's been in bark for a while as well. And that's 2016 I put it in that bark mix. 10th of April 2016. Wow, there you go. 4 years. So I'm going into a bark mix, sod it. And then I'll hopefully lose less. Won't have to mess about every year. I don't show them anyway, so that's the orchids, and the rest of them I need to sort out. But unfortunately, they are the least thing that I'm into at the moment. I'm more into reef and koi. This is beauty, this is. Dendrobium day. Lovely fragrance. Oh, it's like citrus. You just see one of them, get one. I definitely recommend it. And to be honest with you, there's not really a lot to say in terms of the orchids. There's the outside. The shading. There's the shading. I don't put orchids outside in summer. I keep them all inside. Some Neos here. So that's a bit of a catch up on the orchids. Like I say, the orchids need a good repot. I'm just not looking after them as much as I should be. They're basically just getting water and feed thrown at them, and that's about it. So probably to end the video with the orchids is this one here. This is probably the star of the greenhouse, and again needs repotting drastically. Look at the flowers on that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Laelia. Ooh, what's the name? Oh, I think if you put orange Laelia in, you'll get it, because it's quite a common one. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I can never get the leaves decent on this for some reason. They always look a bit red and a bit crappy. I don't know why. Always has done. Need to repot again. Get that back up there. The other flowers anywhere. Not a lot in flower at the moment. You have to do a bit of searching. Some Masdevallias dotted around. A lot of buds coming. You get a lot of buds coming on Masdevallias this time of year. That's going to flower soon, or bat, just to pin open. Look, this dendrobium minifora for me. Okay, so there's the orchids. Mazda Valley Acacia is about to flower, or are just opening one, and there's one bud in there. This needs more water. I've got to sort that mix out again. I took all this out and I put mainly moss in, but it's just coming too dry too quick, and you can see the leaf ends are dying off. It's not had enough water, not kept moist enough. Okay, tree ferns hopefully coming back. So thanks for watching. That's one for the orchid lovers. Please subscribe. If you want me to do any subjects or anything like that, please drop a comment in. Anything you want, give me some ideas. Thank you. Bye.